generation is cooked when they invent a word simp in a negative way. You're such a simp if you show that you love and care for a girl. Oh, you're such a simp if you really express yourself and show your feelings and emotions for someone. That's what girls want. Have you watched rom-coms? Have you seen movies, TV shows? We love that shit. We love when a man yearns for a girl. That is like top tier flirting for us. And then men go ahead and be like, oh, you're such a simp if you do that. Yeah, I want a simp then. Let's make it a positive thing. Let's change the narrative of a simp. I would love if a guy made a CD for me. I would love if a guy stood outside holding a boombox trying to get me back. I would freaking love if they hired a string quartet and sang to me in the bleachers like 10 things I hate about you. I would eat that shit up. Bring back the simping, bro.
She's acting like men clown each other for simping, and it's just out of nowhere for no reason. See, we actually grow within that. Oh, you were doing too much in the beginning? Oh, it's your fault. You're a clown for that. Oh, she cheated on you and started following the lead of a guy who's more manly than you because you didn't have any program for her to follow. Oh, that's your fault. Oh, she took you for all your worth because you've been doing this the entire time and she didn't have to reciprocate anything. It's your fault. That's what that is. She doesn't have a problem with the word simping. She has a problem with guys not overextending themselves anymore. That's really what it is. It doesn't matter. Whatever word you want to call it. Sucker, simp, gump, lame, whatever. Men are teaching each other that this is your fault. We don't care. So if you're going to do that, it is what it is. That's what the word is about. And through that, a man will find a woman who's actually into him, who's not trying to use him. She's talking about, they came up with a word for it, right? And they want guys to do this. What does a guy get in return? Why is he even getting clowned if it's a good thing? If it works, right? Why would anybody be getting clowned for it? Why? She's never going to answer that. Let's get the next one.
So, do we not want to go on dates anymore? Just a genuine question, because of all the guys I match with, only 2 have asked to go on a date with me. Several were not looking for that, so we just bypassed them. Bye-bye. And then of the ones that I wanted to go on a date with, I asked. And I did it in a way that it wasn't me asking. I would say, like, would you be open to planning a date? That way it's in their court. If they want to do something about it, they can do something about it, and I'm not asking them. Yeah, that has only worked one time. So, back to my topic sentence. Are we just not going on dates anymore? And I don't need to go be wined and dined, dinner. Like, we could go on a walk. My cousin has gone on several dates where they just walked just to get to know each other. And, like, that's fine by me. Or we can go do something where you don't have to spend a bunch of money. Like, that's not what I want. The reason why I want to go on a date is because I want to see if we're compatible in person. Because over text, I can put what I feel you're saying. And when we meet in person, I can actually, like, see where we're at with things. So that's why I go on dates. I don't do it for a free meal. I'm not gonna take you to the bank. Like, I just want to get to know you and see if we're compatible. And then we can go from there. Okay? So walking date's fine. We could do a quick coffee date. We could go play mini golf. Like, whatever. Like, you do not have to break the bank to take me on a date. That's not what I'm here for. But yeah. So what are some reasons why we're not taking women on dates? Because I'm just a little confused and would love some answers. So, men, please enlighten us, please.
She's washed, and all of this nonsense that she's talking about makes absolutely no sense. Men do go on dates with women that they see as worth it, right? They think a woman's worth it. They're willing to take her on a date. You're washed. That's why men are not trying to take you out on a date and you're punching above your weight class. And let's talk about this, right? Women are never going to understand. Dating apps are hookup apps that turn into relationships, that turn into situations, or whatever the hell you want to call it. And they're designed for both of you to do as less as possible. Swipe, match, message. They're expecting you to do all of this and put all of this effort behind it. No, but bottom line, she's washed. And she's got this look, right? I always say this, when they make it to a certain point, the men that they want to have access to, they're going to have to pay for it. They're going to have to pay these men. You heard her, right? She's starting to ask men, are you open to going on a date? You don't have to break the bank or anything. Yeah, she's singing a new tune. She wasn't talking like this when she was in her prime. They're going to always have to pay for a dude. In fact, if you've ever seen any of these Tinder swindler documentaries or, documentaries about women getting fleeced and finessed, doesn't she look like a carbon copy of all of those chicks? They're always washed. But men are happy to just go on about their business. They're not offering you a date. For what? For what? Please get in the comments and tell me, what would you get in exchange for taking this woman out on a date? And I'll correct myself if I'm wrong. Let's get the next one.
So it baffles me on how there were guys watching me carry this whole box. And of course my items are here, right? Like this is like a lot, right? And they didn't even help me. There were two Hispanic guys. I thought, oh, maybe they can help me put it in my car or something. And then I couldn't. So I had to break down the box or whatever. And then I was like, dude, chivalry is dead. Like, what the fuck is going on? They didn't offer to help. They were watching me. One was on his other truck watching me. And then the other guy was just pulling out. And I was like, what the fuck? I mean, I know I can do this if you guys weren't here, but like, help a woman out. Like, I'm only 5'2", 100 pounds. But anyway, I'm here now trying to get my couch all situated so I won't have to, so I would sit on something comfy while I'm studying or looking for a job or whatnot. And I don't appreciate these men out here not wanting to help out anymore. Like, what the fuck is going on with this world where you can't even lay a hand because I'm struggling or some shit? Like, it's not that you're a man, but it really is that you're a man. What's going on? What's going on? And plus, we also had like this fucking motherfucker in Atlanta getting away from the cops or something. I don't know. They didn't catch him. Atlanta people know what the fuck I'm talking about. I don't want to have to explain this shit. Look it up. Atlanta, whatever. Instagram it. You name it. Whatever. But anyway, they caught him. So thank God, because he was killing people. And I think he killed his mom or something. I have no idea. But chivalry is dead, y'all.
Just like the last clip, she doesn't understand that your time's up. Your time is up. See, when young guys do all of this stuff, they're thinking that they're being respectful, holding books, protecting them, walking them places, holding bags, carrying boxes to the car. They think they're being respectful doing that. But older men show their respect by staying out of a woman's way, staying out of her business, minding his own business, and expecting the same vice versa. But women want this help when it's convenient. That doesn't make any sense. No, men respect women because women are capable of fending for themselves. They are fully capable of fending for themselves. Actually, it would be disrespectful if you came in and tried to bail a woman out and save her. You're treating her less than, right? And we're equal. You understand how this goes? So it's nothing wrong with men. Chivalry is out the window and chivalry is done. That's not true. Men are respecting you by letting you handle your business and minding their own. Let's get the next one.
Dude, the bar with these men is in hell. Let me show you a little Bumble conversation that I had with this man. So Trav here has an opening question. What do you want to achieve this year? I said, I'm manifesting becoming rich. He said, I love that. Same. I said, perfect. We're off to a good start. That's it. I gave him a full 24 hours to come up with something. And so I just said, cool. So should I just carry the whole conversation, or?
She's acting as if he didn't respond to her. He responded. Go back. Slow it down. He said something. Then she responds the next day with her nonsense. What she's really getting at is he's not putting in heavy effort to get at her. These women don't understand dating apps. The guys who you find attractive, you better try to get on with, because they're just going to match with someone else. You are not the prize. The guys that you're attracted to on there, you are not the prize. They're going to get women liking their profile. They're going to get tons of matches. And dating apps are dwindling down to nothing. Like, men are jumping off of the apps. Only the guys that know how to use the apps, the guys that can move on quick and don't catch feelings, those are the guys that are going to stay on the apps and keep having fun. Women don't understand this. You do not have the leverage. He didn't do anything wrong. She didn't want to keep talking to try to, proposition or put herself in a good light to inspire him to set up something. No. Just do. It ain't going down like that. Respect to that brother.